A very good morning to all of you. My name is Suren Kumar Mishra and you are watching my channel Surcam. Today we have to discuss again one more session of HOTS question answer of class 10 chapter 1 chemical reaction and equation. So in this first question which I have brought, that is draw a label diagram showing electrolysis of water. Okay, and first one it is asking that identify the gases evolved at cathode and at anode. Second question, that is write the ratio of gases which evolved after the electrolysis. And the third question, that is give a test to identify the gases. So first this is the diagram. Okay, we have to take one plastic bucket or plastic jug. Okay, in that we have to make a hole, two holes. Okay, and by the stoppers in that holes we have to put what, graphite rods in both of the holes, and below that holes means that in the bottom side that bucket we have to make a hole, and by the stoppers we have to close it. Now above the graphite rod we have to put the inverted test tube in which water, acidified water, okay, in a whole this bucket we have to fill acidified water. Okay, and after that in both of the test tube we have to arrange in this way, means both of the both of above the graphite rods. Okay, we have to invert two test tube in both of the graphite rods, and after that we have to connect it by the one of the battery. We have to put one switch, okay, and a 6-volt battery. So this electrode, it is denoted as a anode, which is having what, positive charge, and this electrode, it is having negative charge, which is known as cathode. We have to put rubber stopper, and if it is necessary, so we have to use adhesive for the leakage of water. Now after that, when we connect the switch, when we put on the switch, so what happens, the electricity will flow, and by the flowing of electricity, okay, now it will start the breaking of water molecules. So water molecules, it will break down. I am raising the question, I think you have written that. So by the breaking of water molecules, it will break down into 2H2O in the presence of electricity. In the presence of electricity, it will convert into the 2H2 in the gaseous form plus O2 in the gaseous form. Okay, and the water here it is in the liquid form. So water, it is breakdown. So in the when we put the electricity, when we flow the electricity, what happen? The particles, okay, that water molecules, it will break down into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. And because of hydrogen gas and these what, oxygen molecules from the container or from the bucket, it will separate out, and it will located in this what, upper side of the test tube, inverted test tube. Suppose this is A, inverted test tube A. Okay, in which what, below that test tube, which is what, anode is present. Okay, anode is present, and in the second test tube, second inverted test tube, from the water, the hydrogen here it will be collected, hydrogen gas here it will be collected. Okay, so in this way means by the passing of electricity, what, the water molecules, it will break down and it will converted into the hydrogen gas and the oxygen gas, and the oxygen, it will move towards the anode electrode. Okay, these both are electrode, and oxygen, it will move towards the anode electrode, because anode, it is having positive charge, and the oxygen, what, it is negative in nature. Oxygen gas O minus, O2 minus, O2 minus, so that it is having what, negative charge, so that it will move towards the positive electron, and hydrogen, it is having what, positive charge, 2H plus in this form. Okay, in this form, so that means what it is having positive charge, so that this hydrogen gas it will move towards the negative electrode which is having cathode. So in this way we have to arrange all the apparatus, and after that by passing of electricity, what the water molecules it will break down into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Hydrogen gas it will move towards the cathode, okay, which is having negative charge, cathode electrode, and oxygen gas we have to it will move towards the anode which is having positive charge. While we have to add acid in the water for the smooth flowing, means for the what smoothly conductivity of, for the smoothly conduction of current. Okay, if acid is present in the water, so it can easily break down, and this reaction it is known as what, decomposition reaction. It is one of the example of decomposition reaction that already I have taught in the previous lecture. Okay, decomposition reaction which proceed by the electricity. Okay, so these are the first question. Now second question, I think you have got this. Second question which we have to discuss, that is second question is consider the activity of heating ferrous sulfate. Question number 2, consider the activity of heating ferrous sulfate crystal in a test tube. Ferrous sulfate's formula is FeSO4 dot 7H2. It is having molecules of water. Okay, ferrous sulfate crystals in a test tube. In a test tube. And complete the sentences. Here it is written, complete the sentences. Okay, first, that is, this is a type of reaction. This is a blend type of reaction. Second one, that is chemical equation of for the reaction is chemical equation for the reaction is FeSO4, then the solid form, and it is converted into this solid plus SO2 plus SO2, here it is in the gaseous form, plus one more substance, one more gas which will produce. Okay, and the two gases formed in the reaction are, third question is, the two gases formed in the reaction are this and this. Okay, so this is the question. Okay, what is, consider the activity of heating ferrous sulfate crystal in a test tube and complete the sentence. This is a blank type of reaction. Chemical equation for the reaction is dash. Okay, and the two gases formed in the reaction are. Okay, so here we have to take the what ferrous sulfate, 2 gram of ferrous sulfate, and first we have to note its color. It is green in color, and after that we have to put it in the dry boiling test tube. Okay, and after that we have to provide the heat it is to it on a spirit level. After sometimes what happens, the ferrous sulfate, okay, ferrous sulfate crystal, in the first step what happened, FeSO4 dot 7H2O. It's a solution. Just you write down it's a solution. So it is what, green in color. This ferrous sulfate, hydrated ferrous sulfate, it is green in color. Okay, green in color. And when we provide heat, so it convert into the unhydrated ferrous sulfate, FeSO4 plus 7H2O. Okay, FeSO4 plus 7H2O. Getting? Okay, FeSO4 plus 7H2O by providing heat to this. Thus, this is a what? Decomposition reaction. It is a decomposition reaction. Here in the first question, here it is written. This is a decomposition reaction. So what is this? Decomposition reaction. Okay, decomposition reaction. After that, first one this is. Second question here it is asked chemical equation for the reaction. Here I have written, and this is what its color, it is dirty white. Unhydrated ferrous sulfate, its color is dirty white. Dirty white. Okay, in color. After that, when we continue heating to the ferrous sulfate, okay, which is having what? Its color is dirty white. That ferrous sulfate, again, if we are continuing heating, so this ferrous sulfate, it convert into the, okay, by heating, it convert into the Fe2O3 ferric oxide plus, it is in the solid form, okay, reddish brown. Its color is reddish brown. Reddish brown plus SO2 gas plus SO3 in gas. Okay, both are gaseous form. These two gases here it will form, that is SO2 and SO3. So in the first step, what is that? Ferrous sulfate crystal. First we have to take 2 gram of ferrous sulfate, and after that we have to write its color. We have to note it down its color. It is green in color. When we provide heat in the test tube, okay, we have to put it in the test tube, and after that we have to provide heat in a spirit level, by the spirit level. And after that, by heating it, first the water molecule which it contains, it will remove. Okay, and after the removal of water molecules, it becomes dirty white in color. Okay, and again if we are providing heat to the test tube, so this ferrous sulfate, unhydrated ferrous sulfate, it will convert into, finally it will convert into reddish brown ferric oxide. Okay, reddish brown ferric oxide, and after that sulfur dioxide, along with the evolution of sulfur dioxide and the sulfur trioxide. So this is what? This is a decomposition reaction. The chemical equation for the reaction is this one, ferrous sulfate. When it is heated, so it convert into, here it will be ferric oxide. Okay, here it will be reddish brown ferric oxide, it will form sulfur dioxide and then sulfur trioxide. The two gases formed in the reaction are that sulfur dioxide and the sulfur trioxide. This question it is over. Now that previous question, I think you have written, yes. That previous question actually I forgot to discuss that in the previous question, that was what is that? In the question number first, which will hydrolysis of water. Hydrolysis of water. Okay, first one, that is which we have not discussed. The volume, what is the volume of hydrogen and the oxygen gas which produced? Okay, so hydrogen at anode which is having what? Positive sign. At anode, oxygen is removed. Oxygen gas is removed. Okay, and at cathode, okay, which is having negative charge here, hydrogen gas is removed. So what is the volume of the oxygen and the hydrogen gas? So just to look the equation, 2H2O in the liquid state by the passing of electricity, okay, when it becomes converted into the 2H2 hydrogen gas plus O2 oxygen gas. Okay, so just you look, means when 2 moles of what water it break down, so that what 2 moles of hydrogen gas here it is producing and 1 moles of oxygen gas, means for the reaction of, or here it will, when 2 moles of water it will break down, so here same moles of hydrogen gas it will produce and half of the moles of oxygen gas here it will produce. Okay, so here what happened, means the volume of H2 gas is doubled as the volume of oxygen gas, O2 gas. Okay, means it will be the volume of hydrogen gas, it will be doubled as the volume of oxygen gas. First, this one which we have not discussed, and the second thing, how can we confirm that this is hydrogen gas and oxygen gas? Means only hydrogen and oxygen here it is producing. Okay, so we have to bring a burning matchstick. Okay, we have to bring a burning matchstick near the matchstick or what, candle, burning candle, and we have to just near the oxygen and hydrogen one by one. So when we bring burning matchstick near the inverted test tube, okay, near the oxygen, so it will continue burn. It will continue burn. Okay, continue burn. Why it will burn? Because oxygen it is helpful in burning. Okay, and when we bring the burning matchstick near the hydrogen gas, so hydrogen it burns, but it is not helpful in burning, so that it will stop. Okay, stop burning. It will stop burning. Okay, stop burning along with pop sound. Along with pop sound, means along with the pop sound it will stop the burning. When we bring up what, burning matchstick near hydrogen or the gases which is evolved, so that it confirm that if it is producing pop sound and if it is burning, if it is stopped, then it is a hydrogen gas, and if it is continuously burning, then it is a oxygen gas, because oxygen it is helpful in burning and hydrogen it burns. Okay, now next question, that is what, complete the following. I think you have written this. Yes. Complete the following. Question number 3. Complete the following. First one, yes, the chemical name of limestone is blank. The chemical name of limestone dash. Then its formula is, okay, its formula is dash, and after that formula is dash. When heated limestone breaks into, when limestone heated breaks into and means in a two parts it will break. This reaction is called dash reaction. This reaction is called dash reaction. Okay, this reaction is called dash reaction. And one more thing is there. The gas evolved turns lime water dash. The gas evolved turns lime water dash. Okay. So here it is the question. Complete the following. The chemical name of the limestone is dash. Okay. Its formula is dash. When limestone is heated, okay, breaks into dash and dash. This reaction is called dash reaction, and the gas evolved turns lime water dash. So this is the question. Okay, in the fill in the blanks we have to fill it. So its a solution. It will be what? Limestone. Limestone, its formula is calcium carbonate. Okay, limestone, Tyrus marbles, lime. Okay, all these are what? Its a formula. It is calcium carbonate, solid calcium carbonate, CaCO3 in the solid form. So when limestone, the name of limestone is name of. First it is asked na name. So first one here it will be calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate. Its name it is calcium carbonate. Second blank, in the place of blank its formula. Its formula it is, second one its formula is calcium carbonate, CaCO3. Okay. When limestone is heated, breaks into. So when it is heated, so what happens? This is also one of the decomposition reaction. So it converts into calcium oxide, okay, which is known as what? Quicklime. Okay, and the second one, that is CO2 in the gaseous form. So this reaction means when limestone heated breaks into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay, here it will be calcium oxide and here carbon dioxide. This reaction is called decomposition reaction. This is known as what? One of the decomposition reaction. Okay, this is one of the decomposition reaction. And what is in the last question? The gas evolved turns lime water. It is milky. When this what? Carbon dioxide gas, it is passed to the lime water, means CaOH whole twice. Okay, when this just wait now. CaOH whole twice. So when this lime water it is passed in the calcium, means when it will react with the carbon dioxide, so what happens? It will form CaCO3 plus H2O. Okay, this calcium carbonate it will form. This calcium carbonate, it is what? White in color, means it becomes milky. it is a solution, okay, aqueous form, it is the aqueous form, so that here it will be, it is milky, okay. Here it is solid form, calcium carbonate, it is in the solid form, but when in the calcium hydroxide, when carbon dioxide it is passed, okay, the gas evolved turns lime water milky. So when it is passed, so what happens? It becomes calcium carbonate. Here it is milky solution. Okay, so this is the question. Okay, the chemical name of the limestone is calcium carbonate. It's formula is CaCO3. When limestone is heated, breaks into calcium oxide, which is common name quicklime, and carbon dioxide. This reaction is called decomposition reaction, and the gas evolved turns lime water milky. So this is the question. Now one more question is there that we have to discuss. That is, I think you have written this. Okay. That is question number 4. Question number 4. Consider the following reaction. Consider the following reaction. Following reaction. Okay. First one, A plus BSO4. A plus BSO4 is equal to ASO4 plus B. Second one, C plus BSO4. C plus BSO4 is equal to CSO4 plus B. Third one, C plus ASO4. C plus ASO4. Okay, no reaction. Here it is. The reaction is not proceeding. No reaction. And the fourth one, that is B plus DSO4. B plus DSO4. Okay, it is forming BSO4 plus D. BSO4 plus D. Arrange the elements ABCD in the decreasing order of reactivity. Here question it is asking. Arrange the element. Arrange the element in the decreasing order of reactivity. In the decreasing order of reactivity. Okay. Reactivity. Okay. So now first reaction, just you look. Here all the reaction, it is what examples of displacement reaction. It is visible already. So A, here it is, A is more reactive element. A is more reactive. A is more reactive than B. Okay. So that what it is displaces, the more reactive element, it displaces less reactive element from its salt. Okay, from its salt, and it takes the place of less reactive element. So here it is forming ASO4, means A is more reactive. Here in this side, just you write down, A is more reactive than B. In this way, here also C it is displaces what, B. Okay, so that C is more reactive than B. Third reaction, what, C it is unable to displace A. So here A is more reactive. A is more reactive than C. And here again B is what, B displaces D. So B is more reactive than D. Just you compare it. So first most reactive element, that is what, A displaces B. Okay, C. Okay, both of the elements. Getting? So it's the reactivity order. A it will be most reactive, then C, okay, then B, and at last D. So the order of reactivity, decreasing order of reactivity, decreasing order of reactivity, order of reactivity, it will be is greater than B is greater than D. That will be decreasing order. Okay, more reactive to less reactive. So I think you have got these problems. If it is helpful, so I will upload 1 or 2 video more. Okay, thank you for watching my YouTube video. Okay, have a nice day, take care.